How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called Prairie Farm Michigan. And of course, as always, we're going to start out with the description from the mod hub, and it reads: Welcome to Prairie Farm Michigan. The map represents 1/3 of a real-life location in Michigan. The map terrain closely matches this location as well as the field layout and ditches. Map has 18 fields ranging from massive to large, consisting of a total of 917 acres. There is one main farm located on the map, along with other buyable areas with buildings you can use. You must buy the land before you can use or sell the buildings. There are 100 wooden toys, 5 sugar beets, 5 small model Massey Ferguson 1155 tractors, and 1 special collectible to be found on the map. There are 3 sell points where you can sell all your base game crops and products. There are no production buildings, but there is plenty of room for your own to be placed. There are no forest areas, however you can plant your own trees if you want. There is a wood sell point on the map. Map has a custom growth calendar. The terrain on the map is mostly flat with some ditches to navigate. The relight environment lighting from Such Sneak has been implemented. Alfalfa crop has been added and integrated with animals. Precision farming custom soil map added consistent of silty clay, loam, and sandy loam. A custom sugar beet piler factory for increased realism in sugar beet harvesting. When owned by the player, the piler will give you tar dirt. Return the dirt to the field and dump it. Dirt piles can be leveled and will disappear when using any field working implements. Beets are sold in-game every hour on the hour. If the player does not own it, it will function as a normal sell point with no tar dirt. Net wraps with the American flag for round bales of straw, grass hay, and alfalfa hay. Soybeans on rows, and some crop textures altered for more realistic look. This map was created by Taylor Farms and is 200.64 megabytes to download. There are no required mods. And if we take a look at the map and kind of show off where we are, this is the map. And we start out right down here in the kind of southwesternish corner of the map. You do start out with your main farm, at your main farm. Looking at the field prices, you can see starting up here, because these are a lot larger fields, you're probably going to see a bit more of expensive cost. You're looking at $500,000, 1.3, 1.2, 1,590,000, 840. We start getting up here, we can start seeing like this one's 146,000. Farmland number 24 is 16,000, but that's just a field of grass. Same thing with down here, farmland 20 is just a field of grass at 21,000. So there are areas to where you can kind of start out rather small, but you already own all of this here. So you own 3 already producing fields at the moment, as well as farmland number 19, 21. You cannot buy the periphery on this map. And what do I mean by the periphery? I mean the areas of the map where, such as like the shop, some of the sellable areas. Basically, is there area on the map that is restricting from your purchase? And the answer is yes. You do not start out with any animal pens. There are contracts available on this map. You do not start out with any production chains. According to the description, there are collectibles, but you can also confirm that by coming to the statistics screen, and down at the bottom right you'll see there's 111 collectibles available. Again, 100 wooden toys. There was some sugar beets, some tractors, and a special toy, or a special collectible that the map maker had implemented. There are map-specific mods. If we go into our build menu, actually we start here and see if there's anything here. Nope, no mods there. Then we come into our build menu. If we look under the sheds, there are a boatload of them. All the looks like all the buildings that are placed around the map are here as well for you to purchase. Under silos, there are none. Under silo extensions, none. Under containers, none. Tools, none. Farmhouses, you do have the Prairie Farms Michigan down there at the bottom right. Under productions, you do have the Prairie Farms Michigan, the sugar beet piler. Under sell points, none. Greenhouses, none. Orchards, none. Generators, none. Under animals, cows, none. Horses, none. Pigs, none. Sheep, none. Chicken, no. Bees, no. Others, no. Under decorations, none there. Under lights, none there. And under others, none there. Then we look under painting. Oh yeah, quite a few additional paint swatches available for you. And nothing under trees. And oh, it does look like there's some, oh yeah, quite a few under the plants. Very nice. So we do start here at our starting farm. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our starting equipment. If we come into our menu here and look under own items, under small tractors, we do start out with quite a bit of stuff here. The John Deere 6110M, the Massey Ferguson 3709AL. Under large tractors, we have the John Deere 8R280, as well as the 9420R. Under trucks, we start out with the Mack Superliner 6X4. We start on the harvesters, the Case Axle Flow 9250. Under cars, we have the Pickup 2017 as well as the John Deere XUV 865M. Under trailers, we have the Load King Distinction Triple Hopper. We have the header for the Case. Under corn headers, we also have the corn header for the Case, the 4418N. Under plows, we have the smallest plow available in the game, the Pottinger Servo 25 for some reason. Cultivators, we have the Rosselmash K 12200 as well as the Horsch Toronto 3FX. Under disc harrows, we have the Case Speed Tiller 465. The seeders, we have the Amazon Citan 15001-C as well as the Nordstein HK25 plus NS3030. Under planters, we have the John Deere 1775 NT as well as the Agromaz Falcon 3. Under sprayers, we have the Hardy Mega 1200L as well as the front tank for the Hardy. Fertilizer spreaders, we have the Amazon ZGTS 10001 and a header trailer. So quite a bit of starting equipment, not too shabby. And starting out at our farm, this is what it looks like. We got quite an expansive area here. One of our starting fields right off to our side there, it is massive. We do have a sleep trigger right here, as well as off to the side a wardrobe trigger. Some of our equipment there, our truck. If we go into our barn here, you can see a lot of our starting equipment right here, several of our tractors. And we got kind of an odd array of different sized vehicles. So we start out with very large equipment and a couple really small. And we've got several 3-meter like the plow and the seeders and planters. Like, I mean, for the size of the fields that are on here, it seems very out of place, those small implements there. But yeah, who knows. Looking around some more, we've got over here, open this door, got a repair trigger in here. And some more of our starting equipment right over here. Our pair of headers as well as our semi-truck right in here. We run right across the street. We have a John Deere dealership where we can purchase our additional items from. Our shop menu right there, and a repair trigger right over here. And now we're going to run back across, into traffic. Run back across the street, pick up her pickup truck, and we will proceed to kind of take the tour. Okay. So coming out of our driveway here, going south. Gonna come right across the street over here, and you'll see another barn. We do own this barn, and it does hold some more of our starting equipment. Like our couple of cultivators and disc harrows, our seeders and planters, so it's our bigger kind of implements and equipment. Now continuing, going in this direction, going east, off our farm. This map is incredibly flat, and a couple access points into the fields, but for the most part you'll be able to get to them pretty pain-free. Now off to our left here, you got another red barn. You can purchase this area. Looking at the map though, we started right here on the map at our starting farm, kind of walked around, checked things out, went across the street, checked out the shop, hopped back in the truck, went down here and checked out this additional barn that we do own, went out east to here. This is a purchasable plot, farmland number 22, and it's valued at $3,024. You have to purchase the plot in order to gain access to the barn and whatnot. So to be able to open the doors, you have to purchase the plot, and you also have to purchase the plot in order to sell sell any barns and stuff that you do have set up on it. Now going north at that intersection back there, we're going to head up this way. You can see there's another farm area just to the north of us. This one's a bit bigger than just that one kind of barn area. Big ditches running along the side of this road. Now we get up to this kind of intersection up here, we'll make a right and we'll check out the farm space right over here. There we go. Several more buildings, not really like a farm setup per se, just some storage for you. If we go to the map, we were at this small area down here towards the eastern portion of the map. Turned around, went up this main road up here, well, this kind of technically a side road, up to here, made a right, and now we're here. Farmland number 23 can be purchased for $22,932. And purchasing does give you access to those buildings there. Now, turning around, we'll head west. And we'll start taking in some of the oh, deer. Oh, that's actually very common in Michigan. I can speak from experience. I am from Michigan. Deer in the road is too common of a sight. Now you do have a purchasable area right here to our left. It's just a little grass area right next to the animal dealer. Turn here. There we go. Just pull in right here. That'll be fine. Here's our animal dealer. If you have any animal pens on the map, you can purchase your animals from here or load them into a trailer and transport them yourself. You also have the animal dealer sell point right here. Hop back in and continue heading south. Now up ahead of us to our left, that is our starting farm, and to the right is the dealership. Right across the street from it. So just kind of set up in a big square. It's not that not a complicated layout, so you can kind of get to and from places rather easily. Um, should be able to utilize the AI workers driving, hopefully. I haven't actually tested that out just yet. Alright, right here, off to our right, is our first sell point. This is the grain silo south. Pull in here. Right here is the sell point. If we pull out in this direction, head off to our right, here are the sugar beet pilers. These, unless you own them, I'm going to turn this off. Unless you own them, they'll act as just normal sugar beet sell points. If you purchase them, you can purchase them for $15,000. They then turn into a production point to where you can run your sugar beets through them, and a couple of your outputs are tar dirt. Now, as explained in, I'm going to back up so it's not as loud. As explained in the description, you can take that tar dirt. It doesn't functionally do anything outside of just adding that kind of layer of realism. You can take that tar dirt to your fields, dump it out on it, and then you go to plow or you go to cultivate, do whatever. It then plows it, cultivates it into the field itself. So it's the kind of just simulation effect. And it's very common on, I think it's on all three of Taylor Farm's maps. There is another one over there, also $15,000. Same exact setup. So you could keep one as kind of a sell point, another as a piler, or as a production. And if I read the description right and understand it properly, any sugar beets that you run through here will sell automatically at the top of each hour. And now, coming out of here, heading to our next and final sell point. Just have to very quickly come out to the main strip. And then pull back out. This is labeled Johnson's Farmers Market, but in reality, this is the Prairie Farms Farmers Market. You can have your loose grain sales here and your kind of productions here. Now, around back, they also have a wood sell point. So park your trailers or put your lumber into this square box, the checker box, and hit the trigger to sell the wood. And that is the map. It's not that involved of a map. It's got a lot of room to grow. Now, the deer must have been picking on that one because it was buried in the dirt. Now we're to the point to where I render my opinion on the map. And I am going to preface this with nothing personal in regards to the map maker. I am greatly appreciative of every single map maker bringing content, bringing something that allows people to play and enjoy this game and to kind of build upon their experiences using the different maps and stuff. So there's a different maps string to different people differently. As for me, I'm not a fan of this map, and really I'm not terribly a big fan of the other two Michigan maps, and I desperately want to be. Me being a homegrown Michigander, I want to love these maps just because they're Michigan, or at least supposed to be a depiction of it. I'm not a big fan because it's incredibly flat, and me and flat maps just are not that big of a thing. It's just, I don't know, just not a whole lot going on in this particular map that kind of just leaves me wanting to play it. There's certain map tours I'll do, or certain times when I'll just hop on to a map and it just has that X factor, and this map unfortunately doesn't have it. So from a 0 to 5 rating, what do I give this? I'd give this a 2. Unfortunately, this is just not a map for me. I could not see enjoying myself playing it. One thing I noticed when doing my tour earlier, that kind of solidified it down low, in my opinion, is kind of the layout of the farms and like the fields themselves. If you look on the map, and I accidentally did not turn off the save. You start out with farmland number 5, which includes field number 6 and these two northerly fields up here that are not numbered. Now, you can see down here you start out with soybeans, you have wheat, and you have corn. Each one of these has its own harvest time, its own planting season, the whole 9 yards. You can kind of take a quick look here. The wheat should be ready to harvest. Corn is not going to be ready to harvest until when? A couple months in October. So that's going to sit off in the corner until October, and then soybeans do not get harvested also in October. So here's the problem. Wheat is already set to go. If you go in and plant something right away like canola, like wheat, presumably you're then going to... Oh, hey, just noticed this. You're presumably going to have to keep this field barren or have to do your soybean harvesting first in order to get to the cornfield. And you're going to have to roll through the fields after harvested in order to get out here, or have a vehicle with narrow tires to be able to go through an already planted field. Now, I'll do just a quick kind of go through. Now, if you have a small vehicle like this, you might be able to squeak through, but this is not a driveway whatsoever. This is just a separation between the two fields. But you can see there is no way to access this field. This is a culvert right here, so there's no driving down there. If you have stuff planted in the cornfield, in the wheat field, and in the soybean field all at the same time, you're not getting to this portion of the field. So you're almost encouraged, almost like forced, to have the same kind of crop in this field as you do in the soybean fields. So why these were kind of separated out, laid out differently, I don't know why. But you can see there is no direct access point to any of your equipment outside of having to harvest either this... well, you have to harvest the soybeans. You'd have to harvest those in order to be able to have free, unfettered access to the cornfield. So that kind of bugs me, that you're going to have 3 separate crops on different growth calendars. 2 out of 3 do have the same harvest time, which is fortunate, but you don't have the luxury... Ooh. Whee! But you don't have the luxury of being able to easily access it without having to do work to one field before the next. So it's kind of a pain, and if you were to replant or try and simulate this 3-crop field system they have here, you're going to have to pay extra special attention when the harvest cycle is for which crop that you have. But like I said, it's just a lot about this just does not speak to me, and that's the unfortunate reason why I give this such a low grade. But to each their own. I know there's a lot of people that really enjoy Taylor Farms maps, and I'm very happy for them. Again, I'm very happy that Taylor Farms makes maps. I highly encourage more maps to be made now and into the future. I think this is the last map that's either Michigan based or might be the last map period. Don't quote me on that one, but just what I've been hearing about around YouTube and whatnot, there's something about this that's the last. It might be the last Michigan map, or it might be just the last map that Taylor Farms makes. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I apologize if it's not the last map, if it's just the last Michigan map. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms show you doing that shows that you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, Hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.